Using sports to teach emotional intelligence to our young men or young boys. I was at a park the other day and they had a baseball game going on. And off to the side, I seen this little kid holding his wrist, crying. I seen his parents right there beside him. And I could hear what was being said. The dad kept saying, "Son, stop crying. You've been through worse pain than this. Son, stop crying. You've been through worse pain than this." And he said it multiple times, even after that. I started wondering, I wonder how that little kid really felt. I bet that kid felt like shameful. I wonder what he was thinking. Then I started asking a bigger question. I wonder what the dad was thinking. I wonder what the dad was feeling. I thought about it and I pondered it for a minute or two. Then it dawned on me. The dad was embarrassed. Why was the dad embarrassed? Because somehow the son crying was a reflection on his masculinity and manhood. Because his son was crying, the father felt insecure about his own masculinity in front of the other boys and the other dads. That somehow his son crying because he was hurt was a reflection of him and his toughness. So in order to appease his ego, he tells his son, "Stop crying, toughen up." What is the son going to teach his son later on down the road? The same thing. The biggest killer to men in relationships, in work relationships, is lack of emotional intelligence. Period. I truly believe that. How can we teach emotional intelligence through sports? First one is communication. But it's not communication in the form of giving instructions. It's communication in the form of listening and asking questions. So if you're working out with your child and trying to help them with a swing or trying to help them with a jump shot or defensive stance, ask them, "What are you thinking? What did you see? How did you feel when that guy went by you? How did it feel when you struck out?" And listen to him. Somewhere along the line, you're going to pick up on the fact that there are certain words in his vocabulary that he doesn't know. It's your job to teach him those words. The more vast his vocabulary from an emotional standpoint, the better he will be emotionally equipped to handle those things later on down the road. Second thing is free space. Why do I say free space? When you're out there competing on the field, our emotions get the better of us sometimes. And if you think your kid doesn't know curse words and his emotions don't get the better of him out in the field, and you think he hasn't cursed out in the field, I'm going to call bullshit on your thinking. You're not realistic and you're not an up-to-date parent. I'm telling you now. So best believe your kid is out there cursing and he's cursing when you're not around too. Fine. On the sports field, when you're teaching him stuff, is not the time to discipline for his curse words. Let him express himself. But then go back and teach him other ways to express himself. So if he missed a shot, he go, "Damn it, I suck." No, son, you don't suck. You just missed it. Here's a couple ways that we can work on this. You continue to work through the curse words and what they mean to him. The other thing is be transparent. Tell your son about the time that you missed a shot. Tell your son about the time that you got kicked off the team because of grades, poor grades. Tell the son about the time you struck out. Tell him, and then go back and tell him, "Hey, look, this is how I felt." Well, why did I feel that way? Well, I felt that way because my dad was in the stands. He was always screaming and yelling at the refs and at the coaches. I was full of anxiety and stress, and I just tensed up. And I couldn't move. I couldn't swing. I couldn't shoot. I couldn't do anything. And I lost the game. It's our job as men to be able to teach our young boys how to talk and how to express themselves. It's our job as men to teach our boys how to be healthy men. This is Ivan, life coach, motivation speaker, host of Keep It Moving. Follow me on Facebook, Ivan the Life Coach, Instagram, Ivan the Men's Coach. Peace.